Everybody on LinkedIn, this is probably going to be on the featured section. I'm going to talk really quickly here. I'm not going to waste your time because this is a predominantly richer demographic. You guys are above $30,000 a month. Now, to be really clear and concise here, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what our agency provides as far as services goes, but more importantly, how to get you away from your pains and how to get you closer to your desires, which kind of look like this. You're spending most time in fulfillment, 80-90% of the time inside of fulfillment. You're above $30,000 a month as an agency, coach, or B2B business owner. You have proof of concept, you're onboarding clients, you have a solid way of actually generating clients, but it might be shaky and you're also having issues with fulfillment. Now, I pretty much dedicated the past 4 or 5 months on YouTube to pretty much share over 203 videos about client acquisition, client fulfillment, things like that, systems, operations, as I'm pretty much scaling this agency myself. So I've been documenting the process on here for over 200 videos. You guys can go check it out. I'm much more larger on YouTube, but I'm much more active on there anyway. So here on LinkedIn, I'm going to show you guys really quickly here on this board. Obviously, pain points, 90% time fulfillment, inconsistent acquisition, or you might have consistent acquisition. Just kind of depends. Every single business owner is different. Clients churn after 3, 6, 7 months, something like that. You want a more consistent way of actually signing clients and then keeping them for a 6 to 12 month long period. And proper systems, breaking business, scaling, ceiling. Basically, you're at this $20,000, $30,000 a month mark, right? It looks like you're making good money from the outside looking in, but you don't realize kind of that you're in a ceiling, and you finally pretty much, hit the point where you're like, okay, look, we're at a ceiling. I'm working really hard. We're getting results, but we need systems. We need infrastructures. We need somebody or something to enter this business to have some sort of a framework to help us out as far as getting this load off our plate, or, help us kind of just get to the next level. So this is exactly why I'm here. My name is Patrick Thomason. I'm the founder at CreateMRR.com and CMRR, which is my agency. Again, we guarantee you 10 new high-ticket clients that sign for 6 to 12 months, just within the first 60 days of us working together, or you get your entire money back. This program is something of an investment. It is not cheap, but I guarantee results, and we get you results. So that's why we price it at what it is. Now, like I said, obviously you can book it on a call, but I'm going to go through the services really quickly here. Obviously, this guarantees in writing. We have full contracts laid out and everything, so you're fully protected. We have an LLC and everything like that, all the sorts. So basically, we do everything from marketing, nurturing to sales and fulfillment. Some client testimonials are on our YouTube channel. You guys can check it out over there. I'm talking really fast. I'm going to continue to. I don't want to waste your time. Marketing, as far as everything goes, we'll cover everything from paid ads, managing, scripting, editing, ideation, and everything as far as paid ads goes is pretty much done for you. First thing we like to do is we like to take a look at your offer. We like to tweak out your offer a little bit, because most of the time the reason why clients aren't actually staying is because the guarantee/offer isn't lined up in the next 6 to 12 months. That's the first thing we have to do. So we have to kind of enter your business, kind of have to speak to you one-to-one and kind of consult you a little bit on the side and show you exactly what you're going wrong. Because look, it's just not one SOP. It's just not one fulfillment process. It's just not one Google Doc. It's a multitude of things. That's why we sort of factor as consulting/agency, because it takes a puppet master to kind of come in here and delegate different tasks and see what exactly is wrong. So we fix your offer. First of all, if you're commoditized or if your offer is something that everybody else is selling, we kind of help you stand out a little bit. Obviously, we'll start with the paid traffic. We have daily newsletters and things like that. We don't recommend that you go on every single social media platform, but we do recommend that you have a solid and consistent, you have a few videos on YouTube explaining your product or service. This is especially, very important for predominantly digital marketing agencies or marketing agencies that are predominantly online in the online space. Obviously, if you're a brick and mortar in-person business, B2B, or you're a brick and mortar agency, it's not really as helpful because your clients or your prospects aren't really online. So you don't really need a social media presence, but we do recommend having a solid base of 6 to 12 YouTube videos explaining your product or service, desires, outcomes, solutions, things like that. A little bit more marketing. We cover everything about CRMs for you guys. You guys are already familiar with this. You guys already have this stuff. We're going to come in here and we're going to basically nurture these leads that come in. So we're a full service agency. So we're not only going to deal with the fulfillment side of things, we'll help you out with acquisition, nurture, marketing, sales, everything like that. We want to make sure that you're covered on all fronts. And so the nurture side of things, we're going to cover everything as far as newsletters, text calls, audits, trainings, whatever it needs to be, whatever is worthy for your niche is pretty much going to be what we're going to dial in on. So whatever is working, we're going to 80-20 it. We're going to plug in new systems. I'm going to show you stuff that has worked for our previous clients like Jack Freshkite, who we've pretty much 20x his entire appointment setting, help his business get off the road. As far as an agency, this was back when I was working with guys who were sort of in the beginning stages of their agencies. And I have worked with business owners who are already making $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month. We just plug in some systems. You can blast them off from there. I'll tell you what, working with beginners is a lot more harder than working with predominantly more experienced business owners, just because obvious facts, as stated, you guys know more. You guys are smarter. You guys are more valuable with your time. So Same with Francisco. He was an AI agency owner, booked out his calendar for months out on end using our systems, things like that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Here's our community, here's CMMR and Slack. Basically, as soon as we onboard you, we'll enter you in here. You'll get a hefty look at the systems. We'll have our onboarding call 24 or 48 hours in the future after signing you. And then we'll get cracking on the systems, go through the offer and everything like that. As far as fulfillment and nurture and everything like that goes, like I said, nurture is pretty simple. Sales and fulfillment, we have onboarding stuff for you guys. We have SOPs for you guys to pretty much copy paste everything from SOPs, standard operating procedures, then upsells. Then we have a recurring frameworks and stuff like that, pricing offers, structures, things like that. And then what we do really special here is I like to meet with you guys weekly on Zoom. So I know you guys are big dogs. You guys are, pretty hefty on y'all's time. You guys need to make sure that you guys are busy. You guys are doing stuff. So we don't want to spend too much of your time, but we do have those weekly touch points on Zoom just because that's how I like to run it. It's how I've been running my agency for the past 10, 12, 13 months. That's how I really like to do it. I know you guys are, holding precious on your time, but I want to make sure that we have those touch points. We got sales scripts, things like that. You guys are already familiar with this. We have setters and closers if this is something that you guys possibly need. A lot of agency owners that are above $30,000 a month are slammed because you guys are still in the trenches doing everything yourself. So we literally want to fire you from the business. It's in my best interest to literally say, get out. I'm going to fire you. I'm going to put people in your place to help you scale this thing. Now, I understand the emotional attachment you still have to your agency, but in order to get to the next level, to get out of the turnover phase, to stop spending 90% of time fulfillment, to stop having the issues with inconsistent acquisition, to stop having clients that churn after 3 to 6 months and actually fall in love with you and want to stay with your product or service because you've structured it in such a way that it is still viable and people still need it after 6 or 12 months. And then to get out of the improper systems phase, you need to have systems. You need to have processes. You need to have people who are delegated and doing these tasks for you. This is nothing new. You guys have already heard it. So if you hit that scaling ceiling, you want 10 clients, high-ticket clients specifically guaranteed in the next 60 days. That's signed for 6 to 12 months in a contract form, written. We sign it. Terms of service, liabilities, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You guys already know the drill. Booking on a call down below. That's kind of the overview of a partner service. You got to be above that, $30,000 a month. I don't want to speak to you if you're under that just because it is an initial investment. I'm not going to lie. But we do this because we guarantee results. I'm fully into this agency, fully into giving you and your product and your service the best results possible. And I want to blow this thing up for you. I want everything to be super smooth for you as far as marketing, nurture, sales, and fulfillment goes. Hope this video helped you guys kind of understand a little bit more about CMRR, what we kind of do here. Hope I didn't talk too fast. Catch you guys later. Booking a call. Peace.